Oh, he talking foul. He talking heavy. He said he'll take his shit. Damn. Not you gonna take my shit. What's the word with it, man? It's your boy Montana, man. Welcome back to another reaction video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so y'all can know when I'm posting. So look, man, a Louisiana rapper kills his ex-coworker on camera at work after he tried to take his gun during the altercation when they got off work. So let's go and see what they got going on, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Yo, crazy work.
Nobody
after work, crazy work. Yo. Oh, he talking foul. He talking heavy. He said he'll take his shit. Damn. Not you gonna take my shit.
Noon hour, I'm Matt Venezio. We start your newscast off with a story that we broke to you.
He said, I'll take your shit up, brother.
Hours on this Tuesday, a 21-year-old killed after a shooting took place at the Amazon Fulfillment Center. Details, they've been slim all morning long, but we're slowly...
I don't mean to pause the video, man, but look, man, why everything happening at Amazon? Like, why everything happened at Amazon warehouse? You feel what I'm saying? It was something not too long ago. I don't know if it was in my city. I don't know, because I think it was in my city where two Amazon workers got into it over a female, and he ended up killing the other Amazon worker with a box cutter. You feel what I'm saying? Now this incident happened in Louisiana after work. Nigga get killed at Amazon. Crazy work. Everything happens at Amazon.
Learning
everything.
More information from local officials.
They fled the scene before officers arrived and are not yet in custody. Their name has also not yet been released. Officials confirmed that Amazon did evacuate the facility, and again, this shooting is still under investigation. We'll update you as we know more.
You know, in certain situations, even though somebody lost their life, it's going to be tough for some people to have some type of sympathy based on the information surrounding what took place. Now, where I'm from, what we're about to discuss is a huge no-no, especially knowing you're not even tight. And I'm sorry, fam. When people say tight nowadays, especially where I'm from, meaning having protection, having your firearm on you. Today, we talk about a man who gunned down an ex-coworker on his job for trying to take his gun. Shot him in the head. Now, today, we're going to play a video, what I can play on YouTube.
In the head?
I want you guys at the conclusion, let me know if this self-defense or is this young rapper going down the road for a very long time. Today we go over the details. Hear from his mom. We reached out. I'm hoping she reached back while I do this video. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to jump right to it. Fam, in this video, we're going to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Known for rappers like Kevin Gates, Boosie Badass, a.k.a. Lil Boosie.
Can't forget me a young boy. I know it.
Now, some quick facts on Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and their artists. Using drumline beats reflect the deep connection to the region's rich culture traditions, rooted in marching bands, parades, and local festivities like Mardi Gras. The rhythm symbolized community pride, resilience, and a sense of identity, drawing inspiration from the legendary HBCU marching bands and local traditions that have been passed down through generations. Incorporating drumline sounds allow artists to pay homage to their hometown while creating powerful, energetic music that resonate with their community. And you can hear their artists' music like Fredo Bang.
Let them second line. I'ma put that iron on whoever ain't respecting mine.
Now he's a well-known rapper, but the victim and the suspect of today's story, what they were aspiring rappers,
I almost got the jig
who
here.
use drum lines in their music. Meet the suspect, Carl Gene Nash, just 18, from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, known by his rap stage name Soul 1X.
How the fuck you say you stepping? You don't even got no kill. Trying to pull my...
Now, last year, Carl came home from a petty
I ain't gonna lie, them niggas from, hey, I ain't gonna fake it, man. Them niggas in Louisiana different. When I say they rap so hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? They shit so crucial. You know what I'm saying? They be going crazy. You feel what I'm saying? They be going, hey, them little niggas out there know how to rap for sure.
Fulfillment Center in his hometown that was built
they
in
raps be aggressive. When they dish you, that shit be aggressive. Everybody want to be young boy.
22 for $200 million. Completed in December of 2022, the Fulfillment Center created over 1,000 jobs and over 800 construction jobs in the capital city. And that was during the pandemic, where orders went through the roof for Amazon because everybody was home. Fast forward 3 years later, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, as of April 28, 2025, there have been 28 confirmed fatal overdoses. Year-to-date murders from January to February of 2025 were 334, a 21.6 decrease compared to the same period in 2024 with 426. The NOPD made 76 arrests for illegal firearm possessions in 2025, a 56% decrease from 173 in 2024. Additionally, 341 firearms were seized in 2025, a 44% decrease from 615 seizures in 2024. Now, I said all that because on April 29th, 2025, Carl decided to take his firearm to his workplace at Amazon. And regardless if his firearm was legal or not, the fact he had a record, he was prohibited from carrying a firearm. And on top of that, the fact he felt the need to carry a firearm in his workplace let us know he out here beefing.
Yeah, cause hey, I ain't gonna lie, you know, most people that's in the streets and they got regular jobs. I mean, he an artist too, but most people that's in the streets and they got personal lives and regular jobs, man, you know what I'm saying? They take their gun to work for protection. You feel what I'm saying? Shit. They don't want to get caught lacking at the gig when they clocking out. You know what I'm saying? It been a couple of situations where artists, and not just artists, but regular people get caught lacking at the gig when you're clocking out. Especially if you're an artist and you beefing and you dissing people through tracks, and then they find out that you work at a warehouse facility, and they know where the warehouse facility at. Of course you gonna go work with your gun. Oh God, of course you gonna go to work with your gun for protection. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, you still got to get your money any way you can to even push your rap career. You gotta get some type of money on. You know what I'm saying?
Outside of work. And strangely enough,
I don't blame niggas for bringing their heat to the job.
He worked at the Amazon fulfillment center as well. He pulled up on this night, April 29th, 2000.
See, he knew where he worked at.
His name was Dalen Anthony, just 21 years old. He also was an inspiring rapper named BG Native.
Only got 3 to understand. I get loaded, Easter paint, spark up with this spark again. All of the critics, they know I'm the.
Now, it's unknown why Dalen came up to his job.
All them niggas from Louisiana sound the same.
To get into an altercation with Carl. Now, Dalen ended up getting into a physical confrontation with Carl and realized that Carl had a firearm on him, even while at his workplace.
Oh,
but when he recorded, Dalen decided to try to press Carl, shouting, "I take your firearm. I take your shit." Then he pushed him. Carl decided to brandish his firearm. Then Dalen
ain't nobody finna tell me you gonna take something from me. Like you ain't gonna take shit. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't gonna take nothing. You feel me? And I'm not finna let you take nothing. What is you talking about? Oh, God.
The Amazon building, and Carl had shot him in the head.
Damn.
Unfortunately, Dalen didn't survive. May he rest in peace. I love condolences to his family.
I take your money, bro. I take your shit, bro. I take your shit, bro. I take your bro.
He pump faking.
I take your bag. Police know what's down. Don't do all that. I take your boy. Wait till I take the
Hey, take that boy.
Amazon warehouse at Cortana.
Why they ain't showing it? I'm gonna have to go find it.
An Amazon employee, former employee.
I'm gonna have to go find that video. I know they showed the video.
For some reason, have refused to release the suspect's name, although they tell us they know who it is. Our Elizabeth Bourgeois is here with what she's learned. Lizzie.
Yeah, investigators have identified the victim as 21-year-old Dalen Anthony, and he was a former employee of the Amazon facility. And like you said, police know who the shooter is, but have not released his name. The shooting happened just inside one of the glass entrance doors to the Amazon fulfillment center at the site of the old Cortana Mall off Florida. We're told video shot by a bystander shows 2 men in a heated verbal argument outside before the two head inside and 4 gunshots ring out.
It's just unfortunate whenever we have a loss of life and there was an intent to commit murder or to kill someone based off of a non-random act but a targeted attempt.
Police say 21-year-old Dalen Anthony, a former employee here, died on the scene.
Apparently there was some kind of argument that took place prior to the shooting which led up to him being shot, but what the actual motive was, we have not developed that yet.
The big question tonight, what led to the beef between the 2 men that ended in deadly gunfire?
That street shit.
A lot of these incidents are not random acts of violence. Of course, things like this happen as a result of a dispute or an ongoing dispute that could have been happening for days, weeks, months. We don't know.
Amazon
Ongoing
issued a
dispute.
statement saying, "We're saddened by this senseless act of violence and are focused on supporting our employees during this time. We're working with Baton Rouge police in their active investigation."
They got the no gun symbol on the door.
Anyone with any information
Shit.
should call Crime Stoppers at 344-STOP.
Now, when Carl was identified as the shooter and got arrested, Dalen mom had went under that post and said the following: "I forgive you, son. Just know that you don't need pride to be a man. Seek God, and He will forgive you too. You are just a baby, my God." And speaking of Dalen, after doing my research, he allegedly was fired back in December of 2024. But it was also reports that he was there to get his job back, to talk to HR. You have to go to the job site. They don't have a number to call and talk. But Dalen mom had went to Instagram and said the following: "God, never in a million years I thought I would have to come to the scene and see my child lifeless body laying there. There's
Damn.
nothing I can do to save you. God, please, please help me. Mama gonna always love you, son. Always. Please, y'all. Let me process this. Love you all. Forever, son. Forever. Hashtag forever 21. Now, as we
Damn.
wrap this video up, once again, Dalen, rest in peace. 11 condolences to your family. Anyone who was affected by
Crazy
this video,
work, man.
you send 11 prayers your way. It's a crazy scenario. You can only imagine what a man going through outside of work, that he felt compelled to bring his firearm on the job site. And I
Right.
gotta be real. I'm
Right.
sure if that young man could have those 10 seconds back, he probably wouldn't try to go against a man that have a firearm and he don't, because he
Right.
probably think he won't use it at the job site.
Right.
Hope somebody get to learn from this. It ain't that serious.
Hey.
Now, fam, I gotta ask. Remember at the very beginning where I said, is this self-defense or you think he's sitting down? And you probably got to check out the entirety. Go to the Family TV Instagram page. It's right there. But the dude ran inside the Amazon building, meaning the victim at first, and then the suspect followed behind, even though he was pushed and roughed up prior to shooting that man 4 times. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And till then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
So what I'm thinking is, you know what I'm saying? First of all, you know, when a person get killed, then your mom got to come up there and see your body, man. That's crazy work, man. So I hope she doing, you know what I'm saying, good from that. You know what I'm saying? Don't know parent want to come and see, you know, they child lifeless body, you know, just laying there, you know, and it's nothing that they can do to prevent it from happening in the first place. So I hope she doing, you know what I'm saying, okay from that. You know, I couldn't imagine. But when it comes to like self-defense or something like that, I really feel like, you know, it could have been, it's 2 things for me, you know. The young man with the gun, he could have been scared. You feel what I'm saying? He could have been scared, you know, but the other man, the victim, was like really taunting him, you know, talking about what he'll take from him, what he'll do to him, what he'll do to this. And I just feel like once a person put their hands on you, then that's like self-defense right there. You know what I'm saying? Once a person put their hands on you, that's self-defense. I mean, I don't think he was in fear for his life, because he just like say he'd take something and he just was grabbing them or whatever. So I don't think that's being in fear for your life, but they're still putting your hands on me. You know what I'm saying? And then once he did that, he like snatched away and went inside the building, and the dude who shot him came inside the building too and then shot him. So I really don't know if that's self-defense, because then and there, once they split up, once they you know did this for a little minute and they came apart, it was only for like 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it was self-defense. I don't know. You know, I just feel like if he was to like beat him up and was beating him up real bad, and you know, then you feeling fear for your life, so you got to protect yourself. But you know what I'm saying, y'all would just collide for like 2 seconds. And then, yeah, I came apart. He walked in the building. You walked in there and shot him. So for real, to me, I don't know. I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, they gonna say it wasn't self-defense. They gonna say it wasn't self-defense because he basically escalated himself from the situation by, you know, breaking himself apart from him and walking in the building. But instead, you wanted to go further. So, which means you came in the building as he went in the building and you shot him inside the building. So they probably gonna say it's not self-defense. I don't know. I really don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. I really don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so y'all can know when I'm posting, man. That's crazy work, man. RIP to that victim, man. I hope the other guy, the suspect that shot him, okay. I don't know, but you know, it's a crazy situation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me know what y'all think about that in the comments, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so y'all can know when I'm posting, man. It's your boy Montana. I'm out.